Hey Connor, wanted to take a chance to do a little more detailed breakdown of a particular shot. You had two almost identical catches here. One was from a drive and kick, one was from kind of a pitch back, I guess also in our drive and kick, but a little bit different angle and distance of the pass that was arriving to you. And so on the left was a miss shot, on the right was a make. And so I've got them kind of linked in parallel here to show them side by side for you and kind of point out what I'm seeing as areas of improvement and also a couple things that I think contributed to the miss versus the make. So if I roll it through here, not really full speed, but slow motion of both. Zoom this out so they match a little bit better. I would say first off thing I noticed is that it wasn't the contest that contributed to the miss because I think the miss shot was actually more open compared to the make. Again, the make was on the right, the miss was on the left. And then the good things are at the finish, like it looks beautiful. Like both are very symmetrical, very balanced, right? Everything you want to see on the follow through, the hands, like all of that is working. I think most of what we're going to see that I could find was on the setup of footwork and the catch. And so going back to the beginning here, when the ball arrives, timing wise, the miss you actually caught earlier. So like you could say it either way, but you were later to arriving and getting your feet ready to shoot. So the ball was arriving right as you were starting to turn and face the basket. Whereas on the right side here on the make, you were there earlier. You can see the ball's not in your hands yet, and you're starting to step in. So that alone can contribute to a lot. The other thing, footwork wise, is that based on your run here, I would really like to see this be an inside pivot turn. So, especially on the miss shot, where it was a shorter amount of time to get ready, using your left foot to push into a right left would smooth that corner out and give you a lot better chance to be balanced and ready sooner. So both of these, make and miss, you got there, turned your hips, and then stepped in left right, which is not a problem. It's just harder to do when there's less time available, as we're seeing in the miss. Secondly, I notice the hands on the ball. So on the miss shot, you can see, look at the left hands here. You catch it kind of under the ball with both hands, and then watch how the ball is moving in your fingertips, right? You're kind of crawling your fingers around it to get everything organized, still moving a little bit as you set up to shoot it. And if you look at the right side, you had nearly perfect, what I call a sticky hand catch. Your grip was there, at least on the guide hand we can see, it's locked on, nothing had to move. You were solid all the way through. So I think those two factors alone are enough to cause a difference, make and miss. And then the only other thing I think in general that I want to keep trying to fine tune with you is that distance from your shoulder. When you catch it, it's kind of out in front versus tight to shoulder. And so you've got some swing up motion as it gets to your forehead, right? We're basically making this kind of C shape to your forehead before you launch it. And so bringing it in tighter just means your shot's able to go simpler motion from chin right up through follow through without that swing up to get to that line first. So that's a fine-tuned refinement we can try to dial in and work on, troubleshoot a little bit next time around the court, but really just catching it in tighter to your shoulder to allow you to release it faster and higher as you're getting bigger guys contesting you, I think will help with your overall speed of release. So hopefully that makes sense for you. Footwork, sticky hands, and tight to shoulder. Going to keep moving your shooting percentage up over the next few weeks.